Allison Davis coming to you live from GBTA Broadcast Studio at GBTA Convention 2019 Chicago. We're here at McCormick Place on the Sunday of convention. I am here with Caroline Strachan from Festive Road. Caroline, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me here, Alison. Good to be here with you.
Pleasure to have you. I'm excited to get into this conversation. So, Caroline, I've heard you say that TMCs are having an identity crisis. How do you think they're trying to keep pace with today's business traveler?
So we feel we have this really privileged view where we get to sit back and observe the industry. And what we hear from buyers as well is that TMCs don't do a very good job of differentiating themselves. So we went and had a look, and we looked on 80 different TMCs websites.
Wow.
95% of those 80 TMCs said, we have the best people, the best product, the best price. Hang on a minute, guys. Not all 95% of you can be the best. So we set about researching this a lot more. We did a lot of listening to the TMCs and to the buyers and realized there are some very strong types of TMC emerging. So we created what we called the identity crisis, and we created 8 different identities. And we're encouraging TMCs to think about which one they are, or indeed challenge us and say, we're none of those 8, we're a 9th. So for instance, some of those identities are anytime, anywhere, meaning like the big megas and their proposition to the marketplace. They can answer the phone, they can issue a ticket, they can service you anytime, anywhere in the world. To driven by digital, which would be like a platform TMC where everything is technology driven. To what we call creme de la creme, the ultimate in servicing. Now every TMC says they have the best service, but we're talking about the ultimate in servicing. And then one of my favorites, cake and eat it, meaning that they're driven by digital and this creme de la creme service. And I would challenge the industry to say that that doesn't exist today, but love having the debate with anyone who wants to challenge me on that. So we've got 4 other identities as well. And I had a great challenge recently from someone who said, we're the 9th, we're the positive disruptor. So we like that we've created this conversation. And our call to action really for the TMCs is, know what differentiates you. The call to action for the buyers is know your business requirements. Then actually it's really easy to create that match. If you don't have that on either side, you just carry on having these vanilla RFPs.
It's an important conversation to have, and you're facilitating it, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So we're, of course, here at GBTA Convention. We're hearing about the latest and greatest in business travel. So what do you think the traveler of the future will look like?
Traveler of the future, I get asked this question a lot. And so the summary that I have is they would say, know me, be where I am, and tell me only what I need to know. And what I mean by that is, know me, if you look at what happens in consumer industries, consumer-led industries, you know everything about your customer. We know lots about the customer in travel, but we don't reflect that in the booking process or how we support them throughout the trip. So all of the travelers we listen to, and we listen to more than 10,000 a year, so we've got a pretty good handle on this, they expect their suppliers, the travel management companies, the airlines, the hotels, to know them and make offers according to that. Be where I am is, why do you expect me to come to UTMC or UOBT to where you are? You come to where I am, I'm the customer. So for instance, if you're a web developer, you might spend your day in Slack, the way they communicate with each other. So therefore, why can't you book your travel inside Slack? Actually, you can. There are some travel bots now inside Slack. Or you might be someone who is on your phone constantly. You're on WhatsApp, you're on Messenger. You want to be able to book travel in that way. But there are still people who want to pick up the phone or send an email or engage in a desktop booking or a mobile solution.
Absolutely.
So the challenge now for the supplier community is, how do I reach them in all of those different places? And then finally, tell me only what I need to know. You know, when Google first started, we were all so impressed that they could give us 3.2 million results in less than half a second. That's not impressive anymore. You just want your top 3 results. So why we keep giving travelers pages and pages of information. So that's what we think the traveler of the future is after.
Interesting stuff. We could talk all day about this, but
Let's.
with that, again, I'm Allison Davis coming to you live from GBTA Broadcast Studio in Chicago. Caroline, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us.